Hello out there! Today's children's feature is coming to you from the Brenneman house. You know what? Life can be difficult sometimes, and sometimes we have to face big problems. And COVID-19 seems to be one of those big problems nowadays, doesn't it? So how do we face those problems? Well, we can go to the Bible and see that there's many examples of people that had big problems as well. And today we're going to talk a little bit about David. He had a big problem, a really big problem. It was in the form of a giant. Goliath was over 9 feet tall. Now, in today, that means Goliath would be taller than Zdeno Chara, LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal. You know, if Goliath played basketball nowadays, he would be so tall that the top of his head would hit the bottom of the net. So that was a big problem, but David trusted in God, and he knew that God was bigger than any giant. If we look in 1 Samuel chapter 17, we can see the story of David and Goliath. Now it says that Saul gave David his own armor. And when he put the armor on, David said, "I can't go in these. I'm not used to them." So he took the armor off, and he went and took 5 smooth stones, and he put them in his shepherd's bag. Then he grabbed his shepherd's staff and sling and petted his dog and went to go face Goliath. Goliath came at David and laughed. "Do you think that I am a dog, that you come at me with a stick? Come here, you little kid. I'll feed you to the birds." But David said, "You come at me with a sword and spear, but I come at you in the name of the Lord." And he picked up his sling, put a stone in it, and he shot it at Goliath, and a direct hit. And in the words of Gru from Despicable Me, the giant was knocked over. And God gave David the victory. Now, whenever you face problems in life, face them the way David did. That is a good example. Another good example was Joshua. And in Joshua 1 verse 9, it says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be discouraged. Do not be terrified, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." And sometimes when we face big problems, face it the way David did. You know, a lot of people would have looked at Goliath and said, "Oh, that giant, he's so big, I'll never beat him." But David took a look at Goliath and said, "He's so big, I can't miss."